Randy's been behind the 8 ball because of his newfangled forestry adventures. But it's time to get serious and prepare this field for some crops. Good thing he's totally not going to make any mistakes and fertilize the soil before the seeds have even been sown. Dang it, Randy, get it together. This is episode 82 of The Mountain. What's going on, everybody? Dirty Randy here. We got our semi-truck all loaded up to the absolute brim, so we're taking it kind of easy down these roads because we're definitely overweight, but that should be okay. It should be actually a pretty big payday, to be honest, so that's awesome. And then we can have a look at what's in store as per usual after we go see Karen, so that'll be good. She always treats us nice, and maybe there'll be something special in store for us today, who knows. But we'd definitely like to get our fallen truck dealt with and just brought back to town. I don't even know if it's going to be drivable. It was a pretty big crash. It might have dented the frame or something like that. But either way, I would also like to maybe get another sawmill put in just so that we can really double down on all of our lumber. But we really do need to focus on our fields and getting something planted in there, and I'm thinking we're going to do sunflowers. So that's probably going to be the priority. Unfortunately, right now it is kind of rainy and mucky out, so I figured why not get everything loaded up and just start the day off right with a nice payday. So we will see you in town just after we sell everything to Karen and see how much money we can kind of make from all this. Alright, we're just backing our butt up on out of here, and of course we're going to hit the tree. Come on, Randy. Reason we're backing up out of here is we got a couple stacks of planks on here that I guess got distributed to our pallet warehouse as opposed to one of our productions. So we're going to hold on to those and go put those back in their place. For now, we're going to go see what the store has in store. As far as how much money we made, 120 roughly from all of our produce goods, stuff like that, honey, wool, you name it, over at Karen's. And then the last little bit just at kind of the general store there, we did end up making 42,000 from all of our furniture and chocolate. So that's super awesome. Let's go see what's in store because we got a lot of money now. I mean, we had a fair bit before, but that extra little payday, mwah, cherry on top. Used sale. This Bergman auger wagon actually looks real tempting. I'm not going to lie. I do like that. I do. You know, it's got an auger on it, which makes our lives a little bit easier, especially if we have kind of our grain trailers and what have you on our semi-truck. We don't need to kind of get quite as close, and it's a big capacity, but 300 horsepower. We know we can run that now. We have 2 tractors, in fact, that can do that. One pretty comfortably. The other, 300, is kind of where it's at. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind picking this up while we're here and, you know, not letting it just kind of linger in the shop because you never know who else might have their eyes on it. It's probably fine as is, so I think we're just going to buy it. You know, it's going to bring us to just below $400,000, but that's still a lot of money in the bank. There is another one, actually, you know, because that's a Bergman. I was looking at one the other day. This guy, I believe, it's, you know, it's within our price range. But the one thing with this guy, it can have a manure spreader on it. It is $20,000. Yeesh. But we do have a fair bit of manure, and we're only going to be getting more, I would think. I'm not really sure how our manure pit situation is. This looks like it is pretty tall, so I'm not sure if we'd be able to get up top there. But that could be pretty good, and I think we could definitely get away with selling, well, at least one of our trailers. The other one we'll probably keep for chicken feed and stuff like that. But this would kind of let us use our manure and sell it if we did want to. So, I don't know, that could be an option. Might put Michelin's on here just because that's what was on another one. Oh, this is actually a Brantner, not a Bergman. My bad. Either way, no, that should be pretty good. Do we scoop it up right now? I don't know. Maybe. I think we'll hold off, but that is an option. So, I think that's pretty good. We can probably head back, and it looks like the rain has stopped. It is pretty misty, foggy out, but otherwise, it's looking like it should be a pretty nice day. We'll have to leave our trailer that we just bought here for now. As you can see, it is a beast, and we'll have to come pick it up at some point, but I'm sure we'll be back in town for some reason or another pretty soon. We do have some more goods we could sell if we did want to, but of course then we're coming back with the same setup, so that doesn't really help. Alright, we've made it back. We got everything parked and our planks put away back into just the pallet warehouse there, and it'll get distributed off, because that is what it's set to now, because I believe it just kind of distributes evenly, rather, to pretty much all of our different places that can take him. So if we have that set to distribute back, that should be good. So, what tractor do we use? Both of these guys should have no problem with picking up rocks. I think we might go with this guy. We don't quite need the complete big boy just yet for it. Either way, either should be fine. But yeah, I definitely curious where that other weight is, because just where did it go, you know? I don't know. I haven't found it yet. I've been looking pretty much every place I can think of that would be stored, so I'm starting to think it's just in some grass bushes or something that I forgot about. I don't know. Like, I've trying to been organizing and stuff like that. Like, it's not in here that I can see. I don't know. I don't know. Since we're kind of looking, let's just take a peruse around. So, we know it's not in there. Why would it be in this area? But you never know. We don't really bring tractors back here too much, so I really don't think it would be back here. We don't leave implements and stuff like that over there. We were just by our mixing station, so we know that's not it. Let's not hit this, but and it's not alongside there. It's not in here anyway. Where the heck is it, man? Not on our shelves. I don't know. It's goofy. It's goofy. I think we are going to bring this trailer, though, to the other side of the ranch. That way, when we're done, at some point, we can go sell it, because I believe this is going to be the one we get rid of, just because we already have the other one kind of in a good spot with our chickens, so is what it is there. Continuing on, trying to really think of where that weight is. Honestly, I have no idea. I know we do have it for sure when I check just in my inventory there, but it's yet to be found. It's lost. It's a mystery. Alright, this CVT is awesome, I'm telling you. It's makes a world of a difference. Kind of just motoring around the yard. And this rock picker looks pretty awesome when it's got our matching colors on there. Pretty close, at least. It says it's John Deere yellow. Maybe. I mean, they're definitely a bit darker. I don't know. Either way, let's poke our head around here for that front weight. Definitely not in here. This is pretty barren. Is it around the side here? No? Okay. I did think it was over here, but I guess not. I mean, we used to keep our pallets in there. Not there. This door. Not there. Is it up top? Go through a little pathway here. Hey! Hey! There it is! Wow, how did I not see that before? I feel like I was looking around so much for it. Of course, it's in the shop area. We must have been doing something over here. Hey. I forgot about these guys, honestly. It's probably time to sell them pretty soon, too. But we might need some sort of special trailer. These guys are super heavy. But stoked I found that front weight. So I think we could maybe just leave that open to remind us. We know we got our weight over here. We may as well pick it up. Oh yeah. Alright. So yeah, we did get that one strip done, but of course it was pretty snowy and we couldn't really see where we're going. So we're just gonna pick up where we left off, but now in our own machine. So even better, and in a new tractor, I do believe. Even better. So I will take that. We're gonna get done as much as we can. But yeah, I definitely would love to get something planted in here today. So we might try and just focus one side of the field and then get the farmhand to continue on from there, and we might hop in the other tractor and just start planting along beside them. I think that might be the way to do it. But yeah, no, there is a lot of rocks on here, so glad we got this guy. Might fill it up a couple times, who knows. It is a pretty big field, so we will continue to rip around and get everything done. First time in this new tractor, too. It's, ooh, it is lovely. It's got the speed, it's got that oomph, got the torque. We got the wheel weights in there on the wide tires, too. I'm not sure if that's overkill with how much weight we're going to be pulling around when the thing gets full, but ultimately I think it'll be fine, you know. Definitely can help keep our implements nice and sturdy in the ground there on this uneven terrain. So we'll probably, like I said, get the headland done as well before we set the farmhand loose. Just that way they have a lot of room to kind of turn around and play, and then we can have a little bit more room ourselves when it comes to planting. So this tractor seems to be doing pretty good. Struggling up the hill just a fair bit, but I mean, that's to be expected. So for now, let's try and enjoy this sunny day and get some work done, shall we? Alright, well, we filled up our first tank there, so that's pretty good. But I did remember that we bought this guy used. So we're going to kind of get him as close as we can there. And we're just going to throw on a couple little repair parts here. We did order a couple just online on our phone from the shop. They dropped them off kindly, so we'll do that. Hopefully it should run a little faster for us. Yeah, almost $800, so that's not too bad. Alright, that is much better. We also did actually just add on a little bit of an extension in our tank there. Nothing too crazy. It was only at like 2.5 cubic metric meter tons or something like that before, but now it is just at like 5 or 8, something like that. So nothing too crazy either. You can go all the way up to 25, but that is just absurd. So we will continue on with this for a little bit, and you can tell already it's definitely running a lot smoother. I was kind of wondering if that was it, all it had in it before, because it was just going really slow. And of course this is a new tractor, so it should have no problem running this guy, especially at 300 horsepower. So, oh, we're sliding down the hill a little bit there, but going pretty fast, I suppose. All good. We will kind of continue on here. May as well. Seems like we're absolutely flying now that we've done some repairs, so that's awesome. Looks like this is kind of where we left off before. So, oh, you know, I'm tempted to go right way down, but if we do end up getting some help from the farmhand, then I think he's going to end up getting confused a little bit. And of course, if we got to unload in that same spot every time, I think it's not the worst idea to just do this ourselves for the most part. I am contemplating, do we put down some slurry on here? I feel like we probably should. But at the same time, it's going to be a pretty big job. Does that deter us from doing it? A little bit, because this is a big field and we've got a lot to get done. Of course, if we did it, we still probably could get our sunflowers in. It just wouldn't be just quite yet. And we could always not even do sunflowers. We could just do soybeans, like I was kind of thinking, which might net us a little bit more money in the long run, just selling them as is. So, it's things to consider, but definitely, I mean, we do have a lot of liquid fertilizer, not so much solid. We do have a, you know, we could use our lime spreader to use for solid fertilizer. That might not be the worst, and probably would be a little bit quicker for sure. You know, especially if we're trying to turn this field around a little bit quicker, because I feel like we lost maybe a little bit of time due to all of our forestry stuff like that. But all good. We will continue on getting this done and kind of contemplate our options a little bit more. But I definitely would like to get this planted sooner than later. Alright. No, this is doing a mighty fine job for us. The field is looking good. Definitely a bumpy ride, as you can see. So glad we have this new tractor, because this seat, wonderful. It's amazing. And we'll go get this dropped off now before we set the farmhand loose, and then we can go kind of catch up to him. I am considering also like that manure trailer option, you know, because we are going to be having a lot more cows, which you would think means more manure, but you know, I'm not really sure if we're going to need to add some more infrastructure or things like that in order to get like actually manure out of our new cows with the open range. I don't know. It is new for us, so I guess we'll kind of wait and see, but for now we'll add to our stone piles. Probably head on over to the other side while we let the farmhand loose here. And, I don't know, maybe we can go sell this trailer, go pick up our other one, and then we can start putting something in the ground here. So that'll be awesome. I did try and take care of some of these trickier areas for them. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they shouldn't have as much of a problem. So this should be fine. We'll send him off. Look at him. He looks happy as heck. Alright. It's looking good. Alright, we made it back to our other side of our ranch here. And yeah, if you kind of take a peek, you know, this is our ranch barn. We do have an option for straw here. And I know when we put that in, that's how we get our manure. Whereas our open range cattle, they don't have that option. They're just kind of mowing away on the grass out there. So I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if it's fully worth investing in just yet until we can kind of see what the deal is there. I know we can fill up something or another around our slurry possibly slurry, around where we kind of feed all of our cows. So, I don't know. We'll kind of keep an eye on it and see what the deal is there. And I think, you know, in the spirit of that, you know, trying to use what we got, I think we just got to go ahead and fill this guy up and get, you know, get that field full of slurry. So why not? This one should be able to get this guy over there. It's definitely going to be a struggle when it's fully loaded, that's for sure. But that's okay. We will try our best to get it over there, and same with our other one, and then we can start going on that. Once that's done, then we probably can just let it sit for a bit and get the seed in. Probably first thing tomorrow, because I'd want this to settle a little bit before we run over it with all the muck. Well, I went to unload, and, you know, we only have really 50,000 liters or so. We got our transfer wagon filled up pretty well to the brim. It still has a little bit more room, and this only has like 36% in it, so it's not going to be enough to fill or like get that whole field done. So we might want to just save it for one of our other fields. So I think I'm just actually going to put everything back in position, and you know what, I think that's maybe for the better right now, because we don't have well, I mean, we could use our nice big tractor to pull this over here. We would have had to use it to pull it to the other field, because as you can see, when this thing is fully loaded, it's so heavy, and understandably so. But yeah, it's definitely, I think, meant to move this thing into position and then have some transfer tanks on like the semi-truck or something like that, keeping this guy topped up while someone's working in the field. So, hey, something, you know, maybe we could look into in the future as well is getting one of those guys. But for now, I think we'll maybe, oh, we were looking good. And then I looked away, like it was an explosion, and well, we crashed. So, this can hang out in here for now. Guess I didn't need to turn off the lights because they were already off. But that's looking good, and you know what? What's the point of keeping this attached? We know we're not going to be using it for it. There we go. That's not an option. I think we might have to use our other solid fertilizer spreader and actually go get some solid fertilizer for the first time in a long time, which is good that we haven't really had to buy it. It's been, like I said, a long time since we've had to, probably our first couple years, but now with all this expansion, you know, is what it is, and it definitely, you know, it won't hurt. It'll be a nice quick job for the most part, so we will keep going with that, and I don't know, we'll probably run that other trailer back over to the store. Not sure the best way to get our fertilizer over here. Maybe the store could deliver it or something. I don't know, that would be nice. But, I mean, we are going to head over there. Alright. I did all that so that he would have no issues. He doesn't even need to come into this part of the field. How is he getting... Why are you over here, man? Oh, that's just... You don't deserve to be in the new tractor, guy. Gosh. Well, oh boy. I think we might just park this guy up in here for now as a reminder that we gotta do this. And of course we will move this tractor, or this trailer rather, so our friend can continue. Is he gonna go down the whole strip still? I just want him to collect the rocks, man. Just collect the rocks, man. I'm curious. I'm good to see what he does. Like, yeah, he doesn't need to be there. Oh boy. Alright, we've taken over. He was somehow going towards the fence there instead of towards the middle of the field. So we're going to reposition over here. And then he can go that direction. Alright. Yeah, we'll hire someone else. A woman. Equality. Alright, well, we don't normally take our tractors into town, but since we're here, why not? Just be a little quick trip. Alright. That should do just fine. We'll be going home with something even better. Why not take the time to wash the tractor while we're here? They got the pressure washer out. That way we're looking nice and shiny with our new trailer as well. Oh yes. You know, I was just going to pull out a lot, and then I had a thought. And I was like, hey, it's an auger wagon. Why don't you put some fertilizer in there? So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Why not? Doesn't hurt. So we want some big bags of fertilizer. 8? Is that way too much? Probably. I don't know. I mean, then we have 8 bags laying around. I mean, we're not necessarily going to use them all. And they'll probably be big bag pallets if we unload them back at the ranch. But what the heck? Let's do it. Buy 8 of them. Let's see what else is lingering around. What is this bad boy? Oh my gosh. Wow. I mean, it's a processor. It's like, looks like that's got a little claw on there, and then it would slide them through and delimb them. And it looks like there is probably a saw on there. Yeah, totally. So, I mean, this will cut them to length, too, which is awesome. It just doesn't actually, like, cut them down and cut them to length. Interesting. I mean, we can't lease it. We would have to just buy it, but it's on sale. And we were thinking of selling our delimber, which we could at this point if we wanted to just swap it out for that, and then we have one of those, and just kind of make it work, you know. One of our first actually kind of big pieces of forestry equipment, so that's awesome. We'll get the shop out here with a big bag loader and get all these guys put in and head back. Alright, we got 8,000 liters in here, and it's just dawning on me that we actually need to use this then, not just transport it, because then in which case this tractor is way too small for that. The other one we have on the side of this field would be fine, no problem there. So I guess we could swap them out, put this guy on rock collecting if we wanted to. I guess that doesn't hurt. Alright, we might have to just drop this off kind of underneath and then hook up, but we'll see if it works. If not, it looks like our friend is actually just chugging along. So that's awesome. And they are on this side of the field, so if we do need to use them, why not? But hey, it looks like we're gonna be just fine. Just fine, brother. Well, I clearly wasted my time doing the headland. Good to know. But at least they're cleaning up the field. It's looking pretty good. And we're gonna have to bring this back at some point or another and make a couple trips. So we may as well just do it now and put it back in its home. I'm hoping it fits where that other Rudolph trailer that we just sold went. But at the same time, she's a monster. So maybe not. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in a moment. Oh yeah, we got plenty of space in this shed now. It's looking so much better now that we've started to kind of clean things up a little bit around the ranch instead of just accumulating every single thing that we come across. But I mean, hey, that being said, I do really want to go get that John Deere and just kind of secure it. I know we didn't get a chance to use the other one, but hey, sometimes plans change, and you know, you gotta change it up and see what happens. And I mean, I would be really happy if that works well for us, and that means we can secure another big piece of machinery for forestry work that we don't have to lease next time. But at the same time, you know, the one we were using before was just so useful, but equally, do we want to cut them into that many pieces? At some point, yes, but I don't know if we're going to want to right away, because it definitely was a big cleanup job, and we're still not even done with it. Where's our farmhand? Oh, it looks like they're chugging along, doing pretty well. Once they're done, maybe they can hop in the fertilizer and continue on with that. Hopefully they won't have any issues with the headland. I suppose it's not necessary, but it just makes things easier to turn around. So, I don't know. We'll see. And then at that point, then maybe we can hop in the Mack truck and go buy something special. I don't know. Alright, we're pretty much done here. I'm slowly but surely gaining some trust in this thing and seeing how wide it can really spread, so that's awesome. And I guess, yeah, some of these are going to be slight bit of double application just because of him doing strips, but that's alright. We told them to just go head up kind of to where our rock pile is over on the other side there, and we'll just finish spreading some fertilizer on this little part. We should be good. And yeah, we got lots of fertilizer left over. Good to know, because yeah, this was a pretty quick option, to be honest. So definitely faster than using our slurry and manure. So I think I might just kind of try and save some money for cooler stuff and continue with doing stuff like this. So that is awesome. I think we're pretty much all good now for a first application at least. So I think we might just kind of clean up the rest of what we got here, put away all of our fertilizer, our wagon for it, our spreader, and probably our rock collector too. I'm not sure where that guy's going to hang out. Maybe we'll have to bring him over so he can be in the shed with all the other implements and stuff like that. And then I think we're going to go buy that processor because it's just too cool. It is like a standalone one that can move like an excavator, which is kind of one of the bigger sides to that. That's really awesome. That way we can kind of be moving around with it as well, and it's not stuck on the back of a truck like some of these other ones. So I think that's what we got to do. And you know, we didn't get seeds in the ground today, but that's okay. That'll happen definitely first thing tomorrow morning. We can get the field rolled as well. Possibly even sprayed really quick, just so that there's no weeds coming up at all. So that could be the way to do it. Just get it done nice and quick. You'll love to see it. So I think, you know, we don't have a cover for this, but I think we maybe could get away with leaving him full for now. We don't have any fields that we have to spread with lime, so no point in switching it over. Oh my gosh, if we get this guy backed up nice, we can get him in the shed, but of course we always have issues backing up. I don't know what it is. I feel like we start to get the hang of stuff. Some stuff we're really good with, others not so much. There we go. Bradel Berkman, back at it again. Sounds like a law firm. Drop off the rest of our Rocky boys. Rocky Balboas. Right there. That should be fine. Add it to the pile. We'll come collect these at some point. Possibly turn it into lime. Who knows? There we go. That's looking pretty good. And yeah, we'll go bring this guy back over so he can join his friends. Hop in the Mack truck. go buy some stuff. Looks like the sun is finally just starting to set. So these long days, they're good. You know, we're up at like 6 and the sun, you know, it's still shining. And it's 6. Now that we've made it back with some of our other equipment that we had out in the fields, it's starting to look a little bit more full in here. But that's all good. That's what the shed's made for. It is definitely better than it was not long ago since we've gotten some stuff organized. So if I could get my head on straight and park this straight, we could carry on. Alright, that's looking decent enough. We'll go pull this guy into the other side. Oh, wonderful. She's still open for us. Just don't hit the garage. Or another tractor. Because she's looking fine. Alright, well, let's go make that sale, shall we? We still haven't even gone to pick up our other truck that's crashed and fallen. We really do need to do that because, yeah, I don't know if we can get some insurance on it or something, but it's not going to be making us any more money in the state that it's in right now. Alright, well, never got to use this guy, but that's alright. I think we're going to be getting something even better and a little bit more independent, too. You know, I was packing her up, and then I had the thought, I'm like, hold up. This is basically the exact same thing we have leased up on our property up top there. So we could just return that and keep this. We don't have to use the delimiting function necessarily if we don't need to, but it's there as an option if we want it. And then we have 2 pieces of equipment that we really need. I didn't even... How did I not think of that? But at the same time, do we really need it? I don't know. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. Either way, we're going to hang on to it. I don't think we're going to get rid of it just yet, but we are going to go pick up that other one. And you know what? That being said, we don't need to bring our truck because I think we could probably hitch a ride going home with the farmhand before they get home. And they got to go through town and get a ride back with the shop or something like that. I don't know. You know what? Let's go see if it's even still there first. All right. Let's fingers crossed. Well, some stuff is gone. Some stuff has came. This is tempting a little bit. It would be kind of cool to have one of these guys to just make a bunch of silage, leave them out in the field. But I think we're going to hold off for now because we're going to be spending some big boy money. How much is this on sale? 40%, so a considerable amount that we're saving. Probably $100,000 or so, but this will be an awesome addition. And of course, hey, right in the family, it's the John Deere one. Like, who would have thought? So we're going to buy that, and it can just hang out at the shop for the night. And yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave it for now. But things are certainly ramping up around here, and I'm looking forward to how they continue to do so. So lots of exciting stuff coming. We got to get that field planted. We got it all prepped up today. We got a lot more cows in the mix, so that's all good. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.